Hello, everybody here joining me today. I'm going to be going over the live stream that LIA did yesterday, where he talked about what happened in court. Before we get further in, where let's more people get in, and I'm going to run a quick ad break real quick. So here's a word from our sponsor for today, Aura. Today's sponsor is Aura. Are you tired of spam calls and junk emails from companies you never even heard of or even signed up for? It's because companies buy and sell your data without you even being aware of it.
You think dating sites want you to meet other people? They want your data. That's what all websites want.
You want to put a stop to all that? Aura's here to help. Aura is an all-in-one digital security system that helps remove your data from data brokering websites before it can be resold. They provide you with a free VPN, $1 million identity theft insurance policy, and parental controls to help keep your kids safe. I use Aura myself, and it's removed me from so many websites I didn't even know about. Aura is offering you a free 14-day trial that you can cancel at any time by using my URL, aura.com/NCR, or scanning the QR code. So you can put an end to all the junk emails, spam calls, and get peace of mind knowing that you're protected. That's aura.com/NCR, or scan the QR code to start your free 14-day trial. Sure, Damien, I'll send you a link. Give me 1 second, because this is what he said happened at his motion hearing yesterday, so this is going to be quite interesting to see. Damien, just give me, here you go. Link is in your Discord. I just DM'd you, so while you wait for Damien, I'm going to get this pulled up here. I want to say hi to Ray, Damien Paxton, SDSUM1, Captain Snarky, You Mama Goblin, the Frauder Slayer. So, let me hide that. Again, I am sorry for any background noise you guys hear. Hey, Matt. I'm going to take down his side chat. We're going to make this full screen. Thank you. I appreciate that. So until Damien gets here, we're going to get started into this. So this is something I talked about at Really Cool News yesterday, that this was a wrestling event that the mayor was at as a guest.
I got $20,000 of taxpayer money on this man right here. Don't look at me like that, woman. This is Melbourne. It's fun time.
Paul Elfrey resigned in disgrace from the Melbourne Police Department, admitting to visiting a prostitute while on duty, reckless as a cop, unfit for mayor.
Hey, Sister.
Hey, what's up, guys? Long Island Audit here, back again with another video. I was not expecting, I'm coming to you live from Melbourne, Florida. I just had court yesterday with the mayor, Paul Elfrey, for the defamation.
Welcome, Damien.
Hello.
So I don't know if you saw the wrestling promotion thing that Mayor Elfrey was at, but wait till this gets even further in, because the thumbnail was not a lie. He actually says in court, he compared himself to the Cape Crusader Batman.
Suit I filed against him. I was not expecting the lawn care with the weed whacker behind me, but I guess we will make the best of it. Before we get into I believe that the Mayor Paul Elfrey has committed perjury. I'm representing myself in the defamation suit that I have against him. He had made some statements. I'll remind you guys of those statements. Some defamatory statements against me, saying that I had sent him death threats and my followers had sent him death threats. So that's obviously defamatory, accusing me of a felony. And we'll get into exactly what happened in the hearing. It was not recorded, but I'm going to give you my best recollection. I'm going to introduce you to his attorney,
so I could get
Scott Wiederman. But I want to show you some videos first that I thought are really funny. So I found this one where the mayor Paul Alfrey attended an event, I guess a sporting event. Let's take a look.
First my city of Melbourne.
Wait a minute.
Where's my security? Where's my security?
That is.
I got $20,000 of taxpayer money on this man right here.
He's got $20,000 of taxpayer money on one of the fighters.
Okay. Damien, both me and you are fans of pro wrestling.
Yep.
Is this legitimate or is this a work by the mayor?
There's no way it's legitimate. Even he knows you wouldn't admit to having that on TV.
Oh yeah, this
Or
is
social
clearly
media.
this is clearly just the mayor having a bit of fun, just saying, "Hey."
Yeah, he's just playing it up.
Exactly. It's no different than when Trump was on the WWE. This is no different than when they would make fun of Vince and Sean and Shane, all of them back in the day.
Yeah, when the celebrity of the hour would come in, grab a steel chair, and smack it over the ref or something to distract them.
Yeah, I mean, this is a work. A work is basically it's a part of the script. Yes, pro wrestling is predetermined, but what happens in the ring isn't all predetermined. It's like they'll have, okay, who's going to win to set up a storyline, but those guys actually do get hurt in the ring. There's been several wrestlers who have. I don't call it fake. I call it scripted. I mean,
isn't there one or two that have died in the ring?
Yes, Owen. Owen was one of them. He was one of the biggest
Owen
ones.
Hart.
But this is clearly a work. This is so obviously fake. This is just the mayor just having a bit of fun. But let's see what Sean says.
I don't know if he's acting. It seems pretty good to be, an act. I don't know. It seems really good acting. Usually when you're portraying the truth, it should come easy to you. Like if you're a corrupt politician and you're playing a corrupt politician with goons behind you and taxpayer money, you're betting on a sporting event.
Oh, come on.
I mean, it kind of goes hand in hand, right? But let's take a look at it.
I got $20,000 of taxpayer money on this man right here.
When Finn Balor dons the makeup, he actually is a demon.
Going down. This is Melbourne. It's fun time.
I'm shocked and amazed, Damien. What about you?
Yeah, it's completely gobsmacked.
So when the wrestlers are portraying a part of the story, like, Finn Balor becoming the demon, the Undertaker, burying a man alive, that was all real? I am shocked. You can tell by the tone of my voice, I am just so shocked and devastated.
Yes.
I got running show security. You're gonna lose. You're gonna lose. Yeah.
I think he'd admit it in front of all
This
those
is quite
taxpayers.
embarrassing, honestly. It's embarrassing.
Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that. You're gonna lose. You're in my city. Security. Show what the bet. Show what the bet.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Lord Mayor of Melbourne, Paul Alfrey, and his security posse,
Don't look at me like that, woman.
and they have $20,000 of taxpayer money that they're flapping about.
Hey! Take your beating. Both of you. Get him. Let's do this. Show me how it's done in Melbourne.
Yeah, I'm not surprised he did that.
Got this money.
Show us Melbourne already anyway. Go.
$20,000 of taxpayer money.
$20,000 of taxpayer money he bet on this sporting event. Again, it's wrestling. I don't know if he's being. I can't see into the mind of Paul Alfrey, so the mayor of Melbourne, Florida. But he did receive checks from federal money. The weed whacker is right behind me right now. I have the worst luck when I go live. But let's take a look at the other video that got on my mind about the.
You can't tell this is fake. You can't tell this is fake. Oh my God. How dense are you? Really?
I gotta say, 80% dense, 20% desperate, or rather, 80% desperate and 20% dense.
I mean, you can clearly tell this was just a bit. This wasn't real. There was no way this was going to happen. I mean, it was fake money. It was probably a couple of guys they hired from the back who were like the road crew to like, hey, put on these cheap sport coats and these
Yeah,
earpieces.
just look serious.
I mean, come on, man. It's a low end wrestling event. There's no way this is real. If this was real, right, this would be all over the national news. I mean, you can see the headlines. Florida mayor bets 20,000 of taxpayers' money at wrestling event.
Yeah.
And Vince would be like, why didn't we think of that? We should have done that. Just, he has got to be dense or he's just got to be stupid. One of the two.
Mayor Paul Alfrey.
Yes, go yell at the landscapers. I want to see that so I can yell at you.
Hold on, that's the wrong one. Let's take a look at it.
Alfrey resigned in disgrace from the Melbourne Police Department for stealing taxpayer dollars by forging time cards, admitting to visiting a prostitute while on duty during an investigation on missing narcotics,
Thank you for the super
and
chat.
unlawfully tasing and beating an
from
innocent fisherman,
SBSU
causing a city
Man 1.
lawsuit and settlement of thousands of dollars.
From
Paul
LIA.
Alfrey, reckless as a cop, unfit for mayor.
Wow.
Thank you,
Heavy
Jamie,
with
for
the
stopping
AI
by.
voice.
He was so ill prepared for this. This is what makes this live stream so much more cringe. Like, yeah, I have hiccups every once in a
Paul
while.
Alfrey
Not this
resigned
bad.
in disgrace from the Melbourne Police Department for stealing taxpayer dollars by forging time cards, admitting to visiting a
frustration on his
prostitute while
face.
on duty
Perfect.
during an investigation on missing narcotics, and unlawfully tasing and beating an innocent fisherman, causing a city lawsuit.
So I don't know how Paul Alfrey, the mayor of Melbourne, Florida, won election. How did he win the election? I have no idea. You know, I'm deeply concerned. I love Melbourne. I come out to Melbourne, Florida all the time. I love the people here. I have a lot of supporters here who come support me.
No, I have to at this point. I have to. I'm gonna use Reggie.
Shenanigans. Do 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 do. Shenanigans. Do 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 do. Shenanigans. Do 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 do.
You do not go to Melbourne all the time. You only go there when you want to go start trouble. When you want to go and yell at the mayor because of this lawsuit, you want to go there because of your court dates. You don't go there for vacation. I would bet money on that.
Yeah, that little tune is originally from a softcore porn.
I don't know.
Yeah, from a Swedish softcore porn film.
I can make so many jokes right now, but I'm trying. But yeah, I mean, what proof do you have of any misconduct from the whole Habitat for Humanity thing? We saw your so-called proof, which was easily debunked through a text message that you showed us as proof of corruption. I mean, come on, man.
The city council meetings. But what I'm trying to figure out is how did somebody who did all of this, allegedly, I guess, it says in this report here, this ad, political ad, that he admitted to meeting with a prostitute while on duty as a law enforcement officer, changing time cards. I don't know if it's true, but I'm going to look into
And
it.
Marion Barry was caught
I've
smoking
seen the
crack in a
internal
hotel
affairs
room as
report, and
mayor.
the
What's the
police
difference?
allege that it's true, I believe. So at the end of the day, it seems pretty suspect to me that this man would be able to win election to be the mayor. But
He resigns and
I want to
disgraces
show you,
us.
before we get into actual perjury part and everything else, I have one more video to show you. So I met the mayor, Paul Alfrey's attorney, yesterday. And, you know, it's funny. When I say Long Island Audit, hey, what's up, guys? Long Island Audit here. Or Long Island Audit, peace. You guys know my real name, Sean Paul Reyes. But I go by Long Island Audit, and that's going to come really important. It's going to become important in a little bit. But let's take a look at,
because
you know,
Long
the mayor
Island
said
iced tea was
he
taken.
has his crack legal team. He has the best legal team in the United States. He says he's got the best legal team, and he's not going to be extorted. I don't know what I'm supposedly extorting him from. I don't know what I'm extorting him for, excuse me. But he says that I'm extorting him. I'm not going to be extorted. And he has a crack legal team. So this is his crack legal team. His Scott Wiederman's son, I believe, and some other guy. I don't know his name, but this is the lawyer right here.
I also went to a school called the Golf Academy of the South, which have a degree in turf grass management and maintenance, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense to anybody. To a school called the Golf Academy. I also went to a school called the Golf Academy of the South, which have a degree in turf grass management and maintenance, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense to anybody now that you're a lawyer. But
Turf grass management and maintenance. Turf grass management and maintenance. I don't know what a lawyer. I guess he said it himself.
my
It doesn't
God.
make a lot of sense.
I also went to a school
see how
called the Golf
bold it-
Academy.
It's this guy out the back with the weed whacker.
It could be. It could be. It could be. He could have a side hustle.
He's trying to sabotage the live stream.
That's brilliant. Think about it. He does it while getting paid at the same time.
Exactly.
Okay, so not only is he a lawyer, but he has a degree from a golf academy in grass and turf management. Okay, that's not a big deal. I mean, that's not going to detract him from being a decent lawyer or a good lawyer. I mean, what's the point of it? You can clearly tell this is like a little interview thing where they were talking about him, as a, his education, and he's bringing this up because he knows it's kind of funny. It's going to lighten the room, I mean, Damien, it's like you being interviewed and like, well, I went to the University of Melbourne and I got a degree in accounting, but while I was also there, I also got a minor in frat boy studies. I did my senior thesis on beer
Binge
pong.
drinking. Yep.
Right. You're just doing it to lighten the mood, to bring a little chuckle.
Yeah.
That's all this part is. That's all that is.
He's like, was it Frank from MASH?
Yeah.
Hawkeye makes a joke and Frank immediately runs off and, oh, I've got proof he's bad. He's bad. And why?
Why is he bad? Well, because he told a joke.
Of the South, which have a degree in turf grass management and maintenance, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense to anybody now that you're a lawyer, but I did all those things. I put so much into each client. I make the example, I'm the doctor without the scalpel. I'm still playing with your money. I'm still playing with your life. I'm playing with your business. I'm playing with your home.
You're spending
I'm
20
playing
grand
with
on a
kids.
wrestling
I mean,
match.
it's all those things. I take that very serious. You may think the high-priced New York, law firm is the way to go.
He said New York. He's going to sue you now.
Now it makes complete sense, ladies and gentlemen. He doesn't like New Yorkers.
I'll take the guy that's going to bust his butt, making
God,
sure
you
he
are
gives you the
dumb as
right
a box
advice
truck.
and gets it done over any one of those people that are just kind of like the title. I don't need it. I don't want it.
Wiederman Malik. Very interesting. So, I mean, I guess that is what it is. That is the attorney that's representing Mayor Paul Alfrey, his crack legal team that he has working on this case. Scott Wiederman here, he was actually kind of nice in court. I mean, I wouldn't really portray him as a bad guy. I don't know
But
him
you
at
will.
all. I just met him in court. We kind of battled back and forth in court. But, he was kind of disparaging me throughout the proceedings.
Oh,
Labeling me a paid agitator for exposing the mayors. If you guys aren't familiar with this mayor, Paul Alfrey, the mayor, I exposed through an investigation. I exposed that the mayor received approximately $10,000 in federal funds that he voted for. So what happened is, the long and short of it is, if you don't remember, Mayor Paul Alfrey voted and signed a resolution granting Space Coast Habitat for Humanity $500,000, and then his roofing company was paid $10,000 out of that $500,000, and I don't know how much more he's been paid by Space Coast.
Okay, he is leaving out crucial information here, and this is why I do these streams on him when he does these lives, because he is leaving out important information. In a text exchange with the one person from Habitat Humanity, who happened to be the wife of one of his friends, he told her the original person that they had hired to do the roof for this house for Habitat for Humanity did not have the manpower and was not insured. So his company would do it. There is a receipt for a check of $10,000 for his company to do a job. Now, with what we heard from Sean, taking away my info that I just put in, does it sound like he's saying that he took the money, just took 10 grand, put it in his pocket?
Mm.
But when you hear that crucial information that was left out, it makes so much more sense.
Yeah. It's like the other
Habitat for Humanity. If it was a quid pro quo, I don't know what was going on. If he was just getting paid to do the right thing, to do the right thing in their eyes, and award them this $500,000 federal loan. I don't know, but he's being defended by this guy. Scott Wiederman. His whole argument is that I don't have standing. So it's kind of weird. He's saying I don't have standing because apparently I'm a company. I know that sounds weird to you, but this is why I think he's America's dumbest lawyer. Again, all my opinions, opinions backed by some sort of evidence. But he thinks I'm an attorney. He thinks that Sean Paul Reyes and Long Island Audit are different people. They brought in the sign-in sheets from when I spoke, and I signed in as Long Island Audit, as I normally do. And other people signed me in as Long Island Audit. When I say, hey, what's up, guys, Long Island Audit or Long Island Audit Peace, that doesn't mean, are we all like on the same page? That doesn't mean that I'm not Sean Paul Reyes. And that certainly doesn't mean that I am a company. So Mr. Wiederman, the attorney representing the mayor in the defamation lawsuit I have against him, and let me just show you quickly what the defamation, why I'm suing him for defamation. I'll show you the post. I've pulled up right here. Let's see. Boom. Okay. So he had wrote, this is a post he made on his Facebook page. And we'll get to the other reason why he wants this dismissed. But so Paul Alfrey wrote, an out-of-town YouTuber. Ooh, I don't know why that went away, but he said an out-of-town YouTuber. Let's see. Let's pull it up again. Out-of-town YouTuber was not denied free speech, so he's obviously talking about me. The YouTuber claims he was removed from city council meeting for exposing the corrupt mayor. Then he goes on to talk about the incident, but this is the most important part up here on the second page. I want to be clear, his free speech was not denied, and our meeting rules were followed and enforced fairly. The harassment and death threats, quote, the harassment and death threats from him and his followers are unacceptable and will not be tolerated against me and my family, nor our public safety officials. And then he goes to show, I hope you will die soon and some screenshots from people that, I don't consider them death threats. I hope you die soon. I mean, I've received a lot worse death threats than that. But again, him and his followers, out-of-town YouTuber was not denied free speech. he again, I don't understand why this lawyer Scott Wiederman thinks that I'm an S corporation. He brought, during the hearing.
Okay, this is what the whole thing started with, this whole defamation case. I'm actually going to make this full screen so we can see it right here. This is what he says is defamation. When you see an out-of-town YouTuber, is that describing him, or is that a blanket statement?
Could be anyone. Could be
A
you.
New York YouTuber.
Oh, come! Isn't he Florida or something?
This happened in Florida, right?
Yeah.
He's from New York. How many YouTubers are in New York?
Not a clue. Millions.
Just so
Oop, roboting.
see more of this. Yeah, I just took it down so we can see this more for a second. Look at this statement. You guys can see on your screens. That is none of this is defamatory. And you can see right here some of the state stuff that was sent to Mayor Alfrey. I'm not going to say that word because I could get a strike. I don't want to risk getting a strike. And then right here at the bottom, that one right there, I remember that one. It says it's coffin time. That is a threat, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then there were like emails calling, wishing that he would get cancer, calling his wife a whore, and he shows all of these.
Real
But
nice.
at any point of this, do you see anything that specifically would allude you to LIA?
No.
I mean, you see nothing that says, oh, this is LIA. He's talking about Sean Paul Reyes.
No.
I mean,
seriously, just generic.
Shit.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean,
Extreme close up.
But yeah, I mean, none of that says that was LIA specifically. And he claims defamation.
He's gonna get laughed out of court.
He called me as a witness, and he's like, do you have an S corporation? He brought my registration paperwork for my company, Long Island Audit Inc. He did all of that, and he's bringing the sign-in sheets, and I just don't understand. Like, I'm suing a Sean Paul Reyes because Sean Paul Reyes, the out-of-town YouTuber, was from New York, was defamed.
How are you
and
defamed?
It's per se
Show
defamation
us,
because
show us what made
I was
a defamatory
defamed.
statement.
He lied. He said that I committed a felony. So for those of you who don't know, if you threaten a mayor, that is a felony. If you're threatening a public official, that is a felony. And
if you threaten anybody, it's a felony. If I was to threaten you, Damien, and say, I'm going to break your arm, that is
Good
a
luck
threat.
getting to me.
Yeah, well, I got to board a plane, then I got to get some, I'll be jet lagged.
Then you gotta get past the animals. Yeah, it's not worth it.
Goddamn drop bears.
Yeah. But
Like-
yes, it would be a threat.
Okay. But if I say, I'm going to tickle Damien, that's not
Still
a threat. If I say, I'm going to throw you into outer space, that is hyperbole.
threat.
But nothing in these statements or posts by the mayor.
Uh-oh, you better be careful, Captain Snarky. You don't want Sean Paul Reyes to sue you for defamation.
Well, every time he lies, his beard gets blacker and blacker.
Before you know it, people will be accusing him of blackface.
Ooh, ooh,
Did
shots
not.
fired.
And he makes it seem like I orchestrated. That was another thing. Why did you use the word orchestrate? Well, I didn't really remember last time, but now that I see this again, yeah, because he's showing what he says are death threats next to referencing me, saying that I sent death threats and my followers, like if I orchestrated my followers
Keith,
sending him death threats, or
go
that
sit
I
on
sent
a
him death threats.
cactus.
And I'm not going to be
Look, right here. Out of town YouTuber was not denied free speech. YouTuber from New York. Nothing in this post right here says a defamatory thing about Sean. They do not mention his name. They do not mention his company. They don't mention his channel. They use the blanket terms out of town YouTuber, YouTuber from New York. That could mean anybody.
Yep.
defamed and by anyone. I don't care if you're a mayor. I don't care if you're an individual. You know, he's both, and this isn't his official mayor page. So the first reason they're trying to get the lawsuit dismissed is I don't have standing because I was supposed to sue as Long Island Audit Inc., my company, even though Sean Paul Reyes. I hope you guys, and if there's any lawyers in the chat, I'm representing myself pro se on this one. Maybe I'm not getting it. I sued Paul Alfrey for making a statement that I committed a felony by sending him death threats and orchestrating death threats. That is defamation against Sean Paul Reyes. He says it in the post right here. Out of town YouTuber from New York. A YouTuber is not a company. It's a person.
No, that's not true.
I am
That
from
is
New
not
York.
true.
He goes
not
and uses
true.
pronouns. I know.
Okay. That is not true. You can run a YouTube channel as a person, but have it listed as an LLC, making it a company. Because here is the facts. As a YouTuber, you are a 1099 independent contractor. That is what they that's what they define you as for tax purposes. So a independent contractor can make their own company. Sean can technically make Long Island Audits Inc. a company, which he has, and he sells merch based off his YouTube channel that is from his company. So I don't know where he's getting this bullshit from.
That pronouns has become like a very big thing in our country and in the world, I guess. But at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure companies we don't refer to companies as he, she, and them. I'm pretty sure companies don't have pronouns, but apparently in the eyes of Scott Wiederman, the crack legal team that was hired by Paul Alfrey, the mayor of Melbourne, apparently companies have pronouns, because as you can see here, he goes down, he says after his 3 minutes he signed up, his actions, he also spread misinformation,
you did
him and
you
his
accused
followers,
a woman of being
the
a
harassment. I never harassed him. The harassment and death threats from him right here, him and his followers, are unacceptable. I never sent him death threats. That's defamation per se, because he said
per se. You know what it reminds me of? The vampire kids from South Park.
Okay.
Think about it. Their leader would always say, we're vampires per se. We don't harm people per se. Okay. Nothing in that statement is defamatory, in my opinion. Again, this is my opinion. I don't think anything in that post that the mayor made is defamatory towards Sean Paul Reyes or his company, Long Island Audits LLC. And those are threats when you look at them. When you see it's coffin time, they wish you death, they want you to die, they hope you die soon, they hope you get cancer and die. Those could be considered threats. And he always tells his followers to call these places, to get a hold of these places and let them know how you feel.
Yep.
So how can you say you didn't encourage them when you do that every video, every live stream?
Was committing a felony. I have not been arrested for sending death threats. I have not been charged because I never did. He has no proof of that because it never happened. But I would expect nothing less from somebody who jokes about spending betting on sports events with $20,000 of taxpayer money, $20K.
You realize
he apparently jokes, or maybe he's serious. I don't know. I can't see into the mind of Paul Alfrey. Why do I think that he committed perjury? So while he's on the stand, I asked him about the post. I asked him, who is the out-of-town YouTuber from New York? Very simple question, right? And his answer was, that's generalized, I believe. I believe he said I was generalizing. Well, he's clearly, I mean, come on, guys. We know that the mayor, Mayor Paul Alfrey, mayor of Melbourne, Florida, in his individual capacity, because even though this says Melbourne Mayor Paul Alfrey, let me make it clear, he has never registered this as an official government page. It's not registered with the city clerk. It has nothing to do with the city clerk. He has the password. If you look at the email is his personal email. So this is his personal page. And he even actually shared this post, the defamation post, on his personal page.
Okay, but here's the thing. He's not using it as a personal page anymore. He's using it as Mayor Paul Alfrey. He's posting things on there as the mayor, Paul Alfrey. He's not posting, his vacation pics. He's not posting went out on the town with the family. He's posting things about the city. He's posting things about, upcoming meetings, emergency announcements that people need to know. So even though it's a personal account, he has turned it to a political account.
So the mayor did this all on his own. This is not like, official speech or anything like that. He defamed me. And so they're saying that he's immune because he's the mayor. They're saying I don't have standing because apparently I don't have flesh and blood. I'm a company. I don't understand. Scott Wiederman, man, I don't get it, man. I really don't understand it. Maybe I'm the dumb one. Maybe I need to consult an attorney, but I don't think I do, because I'm a person. I'm suing a Sean Paul Reyes because I'm a person. I even testified yesterday. I go by Long Island Audit like Bruce Wayne goes by Batman. You know what I mean? So you got Batman, but is he Batman or is he?
You are trying to compare yourself to Batman.
Team Batman.
Okay, I'm gonna pull this up here. Why? Because I actually want to show this, because this is gonna debunk Sean's claim. Right here. Stop sharing that. I'm going to share this. This is Mayor Alfrey's Facebook page for Melbourne Mayor Paul Alfrey. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Look at this. He's talking about them renaming that. I'm seeing him talking about DAV property being signed. Him at a political meeting for Space Coast Habitat for Humanity. Okay. I'm not seeing anything personal. Oh, they're giving out clothes for people who need it. offering cold night shelters. Oh, wow. That look at this. Is any of this that I'm showing you look like this is a personal account?
No.
Okay, maybe you could consider him wishing Happy New Year to his constituents a personal thing. But
Not
everything
really.
we're seeing so far.
That's just a generic greeting.
Yeah. I mean, look, he's talking about being at an award ceremony as the mayor. Okay. None of this. Well, this is what he had a profile picture of his late brother. But look, all of this just this is being used as a political page. This is being used as a mayoral page.
Yep.
So how can Sean honestly say that this is not a mayoral page? This is not a political page. This is not a. I mean, see, they're cracked down on panhandling. Okay. They're talking about zoning for buildings and upcoming building projects. Ooh, that is just so personal.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get back to the Black Cape Crusader.
The Bruce Wayne and my Long Island audit. So if, for example, Batman, who goes to fight crime as Batman and expose corrupt mayors and politicians as Batman, and Batman's fighting crime, and then somebody makes a public statement on their social media about Batman, but they say the rich man who lives in Gotham City, whose butler is named Alfred, and
Come on,
Wayne, and whatever, and they refer to
David
Bruce
G.
Wayne, and then Bruce Wayne's like, "Well, you just defamed me. I never sent anybody death threats, right?" And
that is complete bullshit. All they did was the equivalent of what he did was basically a rich man in Gotham City. Bruce Wayne isn't the only rich person in Gotham City.
Okay, there. All right, gotta put my nerd cap on here. Okay, so Batman was not originally from Gotham City. He was based. The character was based. Gotham City was based of New York. That's what it was. Okay, so you look at that. How many rich people? How many, like in the world of DC, there are in Gotham like tons of rich people. It's known as one of the richest cities in America.
Exactly.
So there could be other billionaires in Gotham City that may have a butler named Alfred. They may have a personal valet, but this argument of saying, well, did Batman defame? Was Batman defamed or was Bruce Wayne defamed? You clearly made it about Bruce Wayne.
Yep.
You didn't make it a general statement. That's like me saying, the cowed individual that had pointy ears and had a flying mammal on his chest smashed through my window. If I said some superhero from Gotham smashed my car, that could be Batman. That could be Robin. Well, one of the Robins. It could be Batwoman, Batgirl,
Exactly.
Batwing. I mean, this is a weak argument on his end. But it's gonna get
then
worse.
the lawyer of the Joker who defamed Bruce Wayne is like, wait a minute. He defamed Batman, okay? It can't be Bruce Wayne versus the Joker. It's got to be Batman versus the Joker. It can't be Bruce Wayne, because even though he defamed Bruce Wayne, every time he's had interactions with the Joker, he's introduced himself as Batman. I think I'm going to use that analogy in my closing. I think that's great. What do you guys think? Let me know. But I thought it was great. But that's basically what he's saying. He's like, because he goes by Long Island Audit and he works as an independent journalist from Long Island Audit, and he does all these things, you know, apparently that makes me Long Island Audit. And I can't sue when Sean Paul Reyes is defamed and, you know, the late mayor says that I committed death threats, that I sent him death threats. I mean, I don't get it, you know. But I did say, it's like, I used the analogy. I didn't expound as good as I did in the analogy in court, but I will when I go back. But I did kind of make the analogy
for one YouTube account.
Yeah. I mean, I would understand if he said, if this channel was Sean Paul Reyes or Sean Reyes, and the mayor made a comment about him as Sean Reyes, like specifically said his name, or specifically said his channel name, in this case, Long Island Audit. He was called an out-of-town YouTuber and a New York YouTuber, or a YouTuber from New York. I'm sorry, but none of that is specifically about you unless you make it about you.
And that's even that. I just saw something that makes it even more generic. It just says a YouTuber from New York. That just could mean that they were originally born in New York, but they could live in any one of the other states.
I know. And how many YouTubers are in New York? How many are based from New York?
Exactly.
There's nothing in that statement of him calling him an out-of-town YouTuber or a YouTuber from New York that would specifically target Sean by name or by person, unless you specifically make it about you.
Batman,
that little tuft of beard,
you know, they showed my video. They were showing my videos in the courtroom because, you know, in my videos I'm like, "What's up, guys?" They'll probably show this video in court where I said, "What's up, guys? Long Island Audit here. Thank you all for joining me for this live stream." Again, I'm Long Island Audit. I'm Sean Paul Reyes. It's a moniker. Long Island Audit Inc. is a company. I think I used another. I was like, you know, if Kim Kardashian made a company that was called Kim Kardashian Inc., that doesn't mean that she's no longer Kim Kardashian anymore.
Oh, so you're a Kardashian now. You're comparing yourself to Kim Kardashian. Does that mean there's a tape out there that we should be aware of?
Yeah. Oh, God, I hope not.
Allegedly.
I'd rather watch Glenn Serio's roundhouse kick a cop than bloody watch that.
But no, these comparisons, you're comparing yourself to Batman. You're comparing yourself to Kim Kardashian. What the hell is wrong with you, man? Come on, seriously. How could you?
The way you've got to pause is like you're thinking, what the fuck did I just say?
Oh, that's the look that says, oh, I really should have said that name. I should have said somebody else. I should have said, you know,
inside voice.
I mean, come on. You really, really could have helped hoped for a better pause phase than this, because it's like, how did I get here? Where am I? Who am I? Am I LIA? Am I Kim Kardashian? Am I Sean Paul Reyes? Or am I the Cape Cruise? Or I'm Bruce Wayne?
Or am I Captain Smarky?
I don't know. I like the Batman one better than the Kim Kardashian, but you know, the mayor, Paul Alfrey. And because I call him the mayor doesn't mean that everything he says on his social media that has nothing to do. You know what? Let me show you. I'm going to show you his social media. Let's take a look at it together. Why not?
Oh,
I already
It's a
did.
beautiful day
I
here.
already did. Damn
Let's
it.
see. Let's go to Facebook. And I can show you guys right here
Can we
why
skip this?
he is not. And I know he's watching this. I
Let me
know he is. He's
Okay,
stalker.
he's not going to show you stuff.
He's
I've
like, you
already
follow
shown,
me.
so.
I'm like, okay, yeah, because I got to keep on. I got to investigate people, man. What do you want from me? Let's see here. Let's move this over here. Oh man.
I just
I
love
got
how
it right here.
frustrated he
All right,
gets.
we're good. All right. I wasn't expecting to do this, but why not? We got time. Appreciate you guys
could've
watching me on
planned for a
Facebook.
later
Appreciate you guys
date,
watching me on YouTube.
later
Hit the like
time.
button, comment, share, all that good stuff. I appreciate you guys. Got a
Yes,
video coming
guys,
out tomorrow.
please
Got
like,
a
share, and
banger of a
subscribe.
video coming out Sunday at
To
10
me.
a.m.
Not
If you
him,
check the
but
link
to
in the
me.
description
To this
or the
channel.
link in my
his
bio on
channel.
TikTok, Instagram,
I do flamingo
Facebook.
dancing.
A lot of people have been wanting to set up phone calls with me, so there's a booking software now that you can do that. I can't talk to everybody,
Oh my God,
so
that is
I had to make
so
some booking software and able to do that.
He now has booking software where you can get a 30-minute phone call with him.
Oh, peace out. Why the hell would you want to do that?
Oh my God, that is based.
Ooh. No, fat man.
So there you go. You can do that. The link's in the description by the like button. So if you see here, let's take a look. This is the mayor's. This is Paul Alfrey's really Facebook page. It says Melbourne Mayor Paul Alfrey. So they're like, this is his official page, right? So if you go
Yeah.
down here, you see the link. The link, does that say the city of Melbourne? No, it says paulalfrey.com. That's not an official page. That has nothing to do with anything. This is his personal cell phone number, apparently. He's like, you gave out my personal cell phone number. This is the number that you have on your allegedly mayor's page. He's like, well, I use my cell phone, my personal cell phone, and as a city cell phone. I'm like, all right. And then look, Alfrey 345. He said he testified under oath that he made this email address 20 years ago. 20 years ago. That's when he was being a disgraced
I have an email from
disgraced law enforcement officer, not even thinking about mayor probably. Or maybe mayor was his idea to become mayor so he can get, he can get his payback on the city of Melbourne or something, or the police department rather, because this guy's a psycho, really, in my opinion. I mean, he's crazy. He wrote like a 500-page manifesto, guys. But anyway, if you go down here, so he does talk about city business on here occasionally. But if you look, where is it? Political organization. Is a political I was like, so is a political organization, is that like an official government page? Wouldn't it say official government page? He created it in 2020.
No.
Let's see here. If we go down, it was originally called Paul Alfrey for Melbourne Mayor. It's a political page. It is not an official page. And then I got an email from the city clerk that said that it's not an official page of the city of Melbourne.
All right, keyword. Not an official page of the city of Melbourne. But it's
Facebook.
It's listed as a political organization. He is talking on there, not as himself, Paul Alfrey, but as the mayor of Melbourne, Florida. It's listed as a political organization because it was changed from a personal account to an account for him to run for mayor. Now that he is mayor, it's become his official mayoral page. It may not be owned by the city, but everything I shown on his page has been it's been political. It's been about the city.
I think it's more a personal thing just for him as mayor rather than an actual page for the mayor, because if he ever leaves office, I'm sure that page is going to be deleted.
That, or he'll change it back to being a personal account.
Yeah.
Okay, T-Bone, here's a quick Cliff's Notes version. Last year, around November, it was either October, November, or December, he went to Melbourne. It was after the Charlie Kirk assassination to accuse the mayor of wrongdoing. He's presented proof that was not real proof. The mayor made a post after that first visit stating that a out-of-town YouTuber and a YouTuber from New York came there. He had his time to speak. They did not stop him from speaking. So he files this defamation lawsuit. Even though the mayor had shown proof that people were sending him threats, Sean still believes the terms out-of-town YouTuber and YouTuber from New York is defamation because it's specifically targeting him. Now, I know T-Bone is pro auditor, and he's welcome to stay. He's always welcome. That you guys know my rules. You know, no, nothing racist, homophobic, anything like that. You guys can stay. If you guys disagree, keep it civil. But, you know, that is what's happening. He had a motion hearing yesterday. He's going over what happened in court, and he's trying to show us this evidence that the mayor's page is a personal page and this was a personal attack.
So he made this. He has the password. He testified that he has the password. So the comments he makes on here are not privileged, do not have immunity when he's defaming people. He's talking about family drama. And then he's like, oh, again, this is another reason why I think that he committed perjury on the stand when I was cross-examining him, is because he says, I only post things about that have to do with the city of Melbourne on my page. So I said, all right. I mean, but now when I get to go back and recall him as my witness, I hope you guys go to that. That'd be cool. If you look at the videos, let's see. So he has a bunch of videos on here. Now look at this one. Let's watch this one. Ready?
Oh my God, that is so damning. He went to
I'm going to do this on social media.
a friend's
had a
birthday
great
party
evening with
who
good
happened to
friends,
also be the
celebrating
people
Jeanette Jarn's
who run
birthday.
Habitat
Thank
for
you for
Humanity.
everything you do.
Wow, that is some damning evidence.
So
right
they're
there.
singing happy birthday. This is Larry Jarnes right here. And this is Jeanette Jarnes, Larry's wife. These are personal friends of Paul Alfrey. Personal friends. They go out on trips together, cruises together. I've heard allegations. I don't know if they're true at all. So I've heard allegations there's pineapples involved. I don't know. I have no idea. I really don't. But I did hear that. Somebody did tell me that. I don't know what that even means, really. Pineapples.
Damien. Somebody told me Australia's upside down.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are all upside down, walking on the sky. Somebody told me that about you guys.
Well, one thing is we are not grounded.
I mean, so that, like, somebody told me Walt Disney didn't smoke. And that's not true. He smoked a lot. They just edited out a cigarette from his photos. But what does this really prove? But nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody can make up anything and say it's true. Like, I can say right now, there's an auditor out there that likes to dress up as a clown.
Yep.
You know, we all heard the rumors about Richard Gere and a gerbil. Right? I heard that from somebody. Can't tell you who.
But something weird going on with them, maybe. Who knows? But they're really, really good friends. And Larry Jarnes here, he owns a company called Relentless. He actually owns a whole bunch of companies, like dozens of LLCs in the state of Florida.
And is that a crime?
She owns like an equestrian place that apparently the Sheriff Grady Judd, his daughter goes to her equestrian. They're all connected to her equestrian company, you know, to ride horses. And the mayor signs off on things that on city business that benefit zoning that benefit Larry Jarnes. The mayor is one of the main proponents of a parking garage that is going to be paid in part by the county, by the city, that is going to benefit Larry Jarnes. Larry Jarnes just got the contract. I believe it's like $10 million contract. To me, it's all dirty. To me, this mayor is the most, corrupt mayor I've ever seen. And again, that's based on, the attorney was like, his attorney, listen to this, guys. I got to make like a documentary on this guy. But his attorney was like, so you were watching my videos and I'm talking about all the ethical violations that the mayor, I'm like bringing up like ethical violations that he's could have engaged in and criminal statutes that he could have violated, all these different things, right? And his lawyer, Scott Wiederman, the guy with the turf grass management degree, he stops me and he
Okay. I just looked it up. As of 2020, the population of Melbourne, Florida is 84,680. That's a good sized city.
Mhm.
It's a coastal city. Right? There's beaches there, there's historical landmarks. So people will go there as a tourist. Right?
Yep.
They're going to need to park somewhere. So a parking garage seems like a logical thing to build.
Yeah.
And his company bid, and they had the lower bid. He could have FOIA requested the bids for the proposed garage and seen what the bids were that came in and see which one was the highest, which one was the lowest. And shown that as evidence. But there I go again, using common sense and reason and logic.
Yep.
he stops the video and he says,
It's a horrible.
so you made a lot of assertions, ethical violations, criminal statutes violations, but you didn't give any evidence. And I was like, well, you must not be a follower of my YouTube channel. I gave all the evidence already in a separate video. I have the check. I testified. I have the check that he got from Space Coast Habitat for Humanity that his roofing company got. I have the check for, I believe, approximately $10,000 that he got from federal money. I have evidence. I don't know what this has to do with our defamation trial, but I can enter it as evidence in this trial. Sure, why not? Because that's my investigation. And then he's like, who tipped you off onto what was going on with the mayor? Who tipped you off? And I said, I'm not going to give up my sources, because if I give up my source, he's like, see, Your Honor. He's like, you see, Your Honor, he's acting in his journalistic capacity. Oh, I can act in both. I can be a journalist for Long Island Audit Inc., and I can be a human being, Sean Paul Reyes, who gets defamed by the mayor posting not only on his mayor's Facebook page, but he also reposted it on his personal page.
Okay, so which capacity are you acting in court? Are you acting in the capacity of your company as a journalist, or are you acting in the capacity of the individual? This is literally David Hall logic.
Just thinking that. The lawyer, the agent, and the settler.
Hey, Shuggy. But so is Sean the person, the journalist, or the company, Long Island Audit? Which capacity are you in, so we get this right? Are you the person, the agent, the individual, the journalist, or the company?
Oh, Fat Man.
Or are you Batman? Are you Batman?
I sent him death threats to my followers, and that it seems to me like and then he refers to me as a New York YouTuber, out of state New York YouTuber that went to the city council meeting, and then he's like, I'm like, so you're referring to me, right, Mr. Alfrey? You were referring to me as the out of state New York YouTuber. I'm from New York, right? You were referring to me. I was speaking generally. There are a lot of YouTubers from New York. I'm like, come on. Like, he's being disingenuous in the court. Even the judge had to tell him, the judge, who I like, by the way, I think the judge is very fair. The judge, I'm not a lawyer, so, I make mistakes, and he was patient with me and everything. But, the judge had to tell him, I was like, Judge, can you tell him to answer the question? And then Scott Wiederman, turf and grass management lawyer, he says, oh, asked and answered. And I was like, and the judge was like, no, he didn't answer that question. And the judge asked him the question, and then that's when Paul Alfrey answered like a good boy. Because the question was, who are you referring to? He's saying that he's just speaking generally about a YouTuber. A YouTuber is one person. He is one person. YouTubers is multiple YouTubers, right? I mean, it's just simple. And then he kept looking towards his attorney. I'm like, I'm right here. Look at me.
You did not do that. No.
Look at me, Paul. Like you're looking at me right now watching this.
Talk about leading the witness.
Bullshit. You did not do that. Because the judge would have chewed your ass out. There is no way he told a witness on the stand, no, you look at me. There is no way in hell he did that.
They still be saying that I want the truth.
You can't handle the truth.
Of course I can. That's why my name's LIA.
I want the goth girls.
Yeah.
Damien, that's your line.
But he kept looking to his attorney like a little scared little kid, like he was gonna, like his attorney was gonna save him. Because I was like, what? I said, what death threats did the New York YouTuber send to you? You said in your post that the New York YouTuber sent you death threats, Mr. Alfrey. What death threats did he send you? I said, I receive death threats all the time. I remember them all. What did he send you? I believe you sent me death threats. Okay, well, that's not the question, Mr. Alfrey. The question is, what are the specific death threats? I wish you guys could see this. I really do. It was great. It was epic. I did have a supporter in there with his daughter. She has a lovely name, Liberty. They were in there, and I had some family in there. But it was. I'm like, answer the question. I felt like you can't handle the truth. But I told him, I was like, there's no way. What did this YouTuber? Because he wouldn't admit that the YouTuber was me. He was like generalized or whatever. But he admitted that the he was referring to, that I didn't violate his rights. He says, I didn't violate your rights. I was like, okay, well then, so you're talking about me in the middle of the post, but the one about death threats and the YouTuber, that's not me. That's general. Like, I don't get it. But it was just so funny. And then I was like, just answer the question. I was like, what death threats did he send? He's like, you know what? I believe you sent me death threats. I truly believe that. And I was like, what? Well, why do you believe that? He thinks that I make fake accounts on Facebook. Like I make fake accounts on Facebook, like to send him death threats. Apparently, that's what he said in court. He said, that's what I truly believe, that you are sitting there making fake accounts in order to send me death threats.
Well, that could be a possibility. I mean, there have been frauditors that have made sock accounts and gone to people's side chats and disrupted them, or tried to get into Discord groups under fake names. I mean, it's not impossible.
No.
It's believable. But I don't believe the way you were acting in court, because the judge would have admonished you for that, for that behavior. He would have found that contemptuous. Because he could have said, wait a minute, you're trying to provoke a response now. One warning, stop it. And you said you kept doing it. How are you not getting a contempt charge? This ain't Hollywood here. This is real. And I think you're being a bit misleading. I think you're telling some tall tales.
I mean, sounds like more lies and defamation to me. I've never done that. He has no evidence I've done that. But he's like, I truly believe that. I was like, so if the New York YouTuber, it's so annoying. I had to act like we didn't know who the New York YouTuber was, because he was acting like he didn't know who the New York YouTuber was. So I'm like, so if the New York YouTuber sends you death threats, did you report the New York YouTuber to the law enforcement agencies? And he was like, no. I was like, why not? He's like, I sent all the death threats I received to law enforcement. I'm like, but what about the one from the New York YouTuber? And he's like, I don't know. He's like, I didn't send it. He's like, I didn't send anything with
What the
your
hell
name on
would
it.
the
I'm like, so I'm the New York
police
YouTuber.
do
He's like, no,
anyway?
or whatever. I don't know exactly how it went out. Maybe
Well,
I
if
gotta
it was
get the
Sheriff
transcripts.
Chitwood, he would
Billy the
have
kids,
them
they
brought to
appreciate the
his
super
county so he
chat,
could
man.
prosecute him.
Too bad cameras aren't allowed in the courtroom. Honestly,
Mhm.
love to see you represent yourself. It would be incredibly educational for anyone that might one day find themselves in the same position. Thank you, Billy the Kidster. Yeah, I'm gonna see. Hopefully, there is going to be some video coverage in the next hearing. We have another hearing that the hearing date hasn't been scheduled yet. But I have a bunch of evidence I'm going to be introducing, like the personal posts he's making on his official YouTube, his official Facebook, rather. I have emails from the city clerk saying it's not the official one. I'm going to be subpoenaing the city clerk, the city attorney, the city manager, and I'm going to get them all under oath to admit. And another thing, Scott Wiederman, Turf Management, this guy right here. Let's watch this video one more time. The crack legal team.
I also went to a school called the Golf Academy of the South, which have a degree in turf grass management and maintenance, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense to anybody.
Listen,
Okay,
I'm only
and?
poking fun at Scott Wiederman here because listen. This, I think it's funny that he has a degree in turf grass management or whatever. But he's a lawyer. Got to give him credit. He is a lawyer. But it's funny to me. I've never seen nothing on his website or his YouTube, or maybe not his website, but on YouTube, he doesn't have anything that refers to defamation cases. He's like a business attorney, which is probably why he thinks I'm a business, I guess. I don't know. He's like, has a business fetish maybe. But the only reason I'm being harsh on this guy, because he's representing, even corrupt mayors and politicians have to have representation, right? So I have no problem with that. But at the end of the day,
Well, that's the
his
thing about our legal
secretary
system.
sent me a
We're
letter,
entitled to representation.
an email saying they attached a motion for sanctions, saying that I would have to pay. They're going to ask the judge for me to pay for his bill. This guy, Scott
Okay.
Wiederman, he
That sounds like a
filed the
common thing
motion,
that happens in
or he
court all the
sent me a
time.
motion
Yeah.
for sanctions, saying that I would have to pay for his attorney's fees that he's charging Paul Alfrey right now, the mayor of Melbourne. And he said, but I won't file the motion if he threatened me. He threatened me. He said, I won't file the motion if you dismiss your lawsuit against my client. To that effect.
He didn't threaten you. He offered you a deal.
Again, Shuggy brought it up. Would the judge find the act contemptuous or the actor? I would say both.
Yeah.
I'll agree with T-Bone on this one. I think there should be cameras in the courtroom, so we have a right to watch them.
Yeah.
I think that's fair for all of us. I think we'd all agree to that one. I mean, Captain Starkey. I am Mojo Jojo. You are Mojo Jojo. Indeed, sir.
Yes, and you are Bubbles.
I'm not Bubbles. If anything, I'm Buttercup. It's my anger. You can be Blossom.
Thank you. Caruso can be Bubbles.
There you go. And T-Bone, I've said that before. There are things that I agree with that you disagree with when it comes to the auditors, frauditors, whatever you want to call them. But civil dialogue is the best way to deal with it instead of just ad hominem attacks, calling each other names. That's not going to get anything. Rational conversation get you everywhere. But this whole thing, this motion for sanctions, I think it's just a common thing. He's offering you this. We will drop the motion for sanctions if you drop this defamation case. This is not a threat. This is just
it's just a deal.
Legalese.
Yeah.
He said something to that effect. I won't file it. I said, I will not be intimidated by, let's see if I can pull it up. Why not? Let's see if I can pull it up. Hold on. I said I will not be intimidated by somebody with a good degree in turf grass management.
I
File
will
your
not be
motion.
intimidated by a convicted felon.
Let's see here.
You'd be
No, I don't have it.
intimidated by
Oh wait,
a Girl
maybe I do.
Scout
Hold
with
on.
a box of fake mints.
I said go ahead and file your motion.
Me or him?
Oh yeah, I got it. Hold on.
Him.
Let's look. Let's see here. Can you imagine he's threatening me? Like he's saying that I'm gonna have to pay his attorney's fees or whatever. It just seems ridiculous.
T-Bone, I've told you before. You're always
Open
welcome
records,
here.
thumbnail, raise
you know,
defamation.
You're my comment section.
Case
I may not agree with
number,
all your
please see attached
comments,
table
but
of
hey,
contents.
you have your freedom of speech.
Maybe I don't have it in front of me, but I thought it was funny. You know,
In the first
I was like, and this is why I'm poking fun at him, right? This is why.
But now that you're a lawyer,
Any
but
trouble here or
I did all those things.
And to be fair, I edited this to make it look
I put so much into
parody, Mr. Wiedemann.
each client. I make the example, I'm the doctor without the scalpel. I'm still playing with your money. I'm still playing with
Why are you playing with money? You're a doctor without a scalpel. I'm still playing with your money.
your life. I'm
You're
playing with
Batman.
your business. I'm playing with your home. I'm playing with kids. I mean, it's all those things. I take that.
Why would a lawyer play with kids? I mean, I kind of cut it to where it said I play with kids, but
Oh, God.
he said
He's
play with, and then he's like,
This
and then
is
he
an
mentioned
ad
kids,
for
so
his business,
it can be
not his
inferred that he meant
lawyer.
play with kids or deal with kids. But
even he just admitted that he cut it to make it seem that way. That right there is just.
I don't know. He's a business attorney. What do kids have to do?
Very
with
serious.
I don't know.
You may think the high-priced New York, law firm is the way to go. I'll take the guy that's going to bust his butt, making sure he gives you the right advice and gets it done over any one of those people that are just kind of like the title. I don't need it. I don't want it.
Sean's probably never heard of Larry Flint or watched The People versus Larry Flint.
I also went to
Very cool. Very cool.
He I don't know if you've ever seen that movie, Damien.
Yeah, vaguely.
It's basically an autobiography or a biopic about Larry
The
Flint.
guy behind Hustler?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when he first started getting sued by all these states over Hustler magazine and the religious groups, he didn't hire a big law firm. He hired just some little rinky-dink lawyer that he believed could help his case, and won his cases. Okay, his lawyer fought all the way up to the Supreme Court and won. So all that dude is saying is like, look, you don't need one of these big fancy law firms. Okay, you don't need Crane, Poole, and Schmidt. You can get that is.
Yeah. Roboting.
Shout out to them. They get
Spent them thousands of dollars.
Let's see.
Paul Elfrey.
Okay,
Hold on, we gotta watch all these videos again while I look for something. This is the current mayor. This is the mayor. Listen.
Paul Elfrey resigned in disgrace from the Melbourne Police Department for stealing taxpayer dollars by forging time cards, admitting to visiting a prostitute while on duty during an investigation on missing narcotics, and unlawfully tasing and beating an innocent fisherman, causing a city lawsuit and settlement of thousands of dollars. Paul Elfrey, reckless as a cop, unfit for mayor.
He plays this a lot.
I found it, so you got to see it. I've heard a lot of crazy allegations about Paul that I haven't even mentioned yet, but I mean, this guy, I've heard some sick shit, some really sick stuff. All right, let's take a look at this. Ready? Hopefully you guys can see it. Let's see. Let me zoom in.
Yeah, because people never lie.
Hopefully you're not seeing anything personal of mine. But okay, look. So they sent me like this motion for sanctions, and it was like a letter from Scott Wiedemann, and he was just like, if you don't drop your lawsuit, we are going to file this motion for sanctions, and you're going to have to pay our attorney's fees, blah, blah, blah. So I answered, good evening, Cassandra. Please advise your boss, Mr. Scott Wiedemann, that I will not be threatened or intimidated by some two-bit attorney with a degree in turf grass management and maintenance. File your motion. Sincerely, Sean Paul Reyes. Okay. So, you know, I love the motion. I think it's really cool. I think it's fun to, you know, learn about this legal process and everything like that.
Right. You know what? I'm going to put
you know, to have
email
Paul here.
Because there's something he's not showing us.
6. If you don't drop.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to slow this down so we can see it.
Allegation and
All right. Here we go. Sorry about the buffering.
so I
Okay, right here. Disclose. Right? Disclaimer. You know, just as a standard
Disclose.
plate, standard, boilerplate thing. Then there's the attachment for the motion. Right?
Mhm.
When he scrolls up, tell me if you spot a threat.
Understanding personal mind, but okay, look. So they sent me like this motion for sanctions.
Okay, right here. Perfect. Did you see anything that said it was a threat?
No.
Okay. Go back to normal speed here.
And it was like a letter from Scott Wiederman, and he was just
Okay,
like,
there's
if
the
you
motion.
don't
You
drop
could
your
have opened it
lawsuit,
up.
we are going to
You could have opened
file this
it.
motion for sanctions, and you're going to have to pay our attorney's fees, blah, blah, blah. So I answered, good evening, Cassandra. Please advise your boss, Mr. Scott Wiederman, that I will not be threatened or intimidated by some two-bit attorney with a degree in turf grass management and maintenance. File your motion. Sincerely, Sean Paul Reyes. So, I love being pro se. I think it's really cool. I think it's fun to, learn about this legal process and everything like that. To have Paul here, let's look at the first move. To be able to expose Paul Alfrey to the world is something that I take great joy in. It's part of my job. And again, they'll
He's
be
gonna
like,
bring
look,
up the
he said it's
wrestling
part of
thing
his
again.
job, so he's a company. Like, I don't get it. Maybe I need to get educated, but apparently Paul Alfrey's betting on sporting events with taxpayer money.
Make the first move. City of Melbourne.
Wait a minute.
Where's my security? Where's my security?
Okay. I want T-Bone, if he's here, to answer this. Do you believe this is just, pretend with the mayor? He's just acting it up, hamming it up for the wrestling event, or is it honestly real? Would a normal person see this and think, oh, this is just a gimmick, this is just a bit?
That is.
I got $20,000 of taxpayer money on this man right here. Show him, security. You guys are going to lose. You guys are going down. This is Melbourne. This is my time. I got money. Show him, security. You're going to lose. You're going to lose. Yeah. Don't look at me. Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that.
Again, this is
You're
all
gonna lose. You're
a bit.
investigating. Security. Show them the bet. Show them the bet.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Lord Mayor of Melbourne. Paul.
The funny part is he's literally received taxpayer money before. So by him going to this wrestling and saying that I'm going to bet $20,000 of taxpayer money, it's kind of like, dude, read the room. You were already caught receiving taxpayer money already, dude. Like, read the room.
And his security.
And I heard somebody sent me an email, I think, or somebody told me that he went to a Little League game. I'm glad that my work, if you know anybody in the Melbourne area, share this video with them. Make sure it goes on all their Facebook pages, their local pages, share it everywhere, please. I know there's a lot of people here from Melbourne watching, so share it everywhere, right? But I'm going to make a playlist so we could see. I'm going to make the Mayor Melbourne Alfred playlist so that way we can see all the corruption allegations and everything. But, he went to a Little League game in O'Galley and he was booed. They booed him there. And when somebody asked, why are we booing him, the mayor? Oh, you didn't see what he did with the Habitat for Humanity and all. So I'm glad my work is being seen by people. It's great.
Again, the stuff you showed for Habitat for Humanity, really didn't disprove anything that he was corrupt. It showed that he actually took a job for his roofing company, but could you show us any proof that his company actually didn't do the work? That would be more damning.
Exactly. Where are the receipts? Where's your proof that any of what you're saying is true?
That's the thing, is he shows us some evidence. He shows us a check for the company taking the money. But could you show us that the company didn't do the job? That would be more damning. That would be damning as hell.
Posse,
Don't look at me like that, woman.
and they have 20,000.
How dare you talk to her like that? Don't look at me like that, woman. And then he goes, looks at her like she's a piece of meat. You're a Brazilian princess. Apparently, he's getting married, or he has a mistress, or he's already married. I think he's already married and maybe separated. I don't know. And I think he used he forged the separation document notary or something. I don't know. That's what I was told. I don't know.
Okay, so can
I
you
think that's
prove
all
it?
being investigated. But
That's just hearsay or word of the street.
again, I'm just
It's not-
reporting on
that's not credible.
what I think I know. Thanks for gifting the 10 Long Island Auto memberships. I
one-man
appreciate that. I
Chinese
love all my
mistress.
members. Thank you so much, Billy, the kidster. But the mayor right here, apparently he's married still. I don't know, but he has a Brazilian mistress that apparently is worth like billions and billions. But I don't think she's worth billions and billions of dollars. I think it's like billions and billions of like Brazilian money. She's like apparently or allegedly a Brazilian princess. And I even brought her up in the court. I was like, so when you text your Brazilian princess from your personal phone, is that like, are you texting her as the mayor because you said it's your city phone? And he's like, who did you say?
Crying out
I was like,
loud.
Okay,
but it was funny.
okay.
It was
You would have been found in contempt for that.
He's
That would have
losing
been
the
contemptuous.
plot.
Just because you're going pro se, they're not going to give you all the leeway you think. They're going to give you some, but they're not going to let you do shit like that. Okay. Oh, you're going off of a proof of a mistress just off of hearsay because somebody said it. Damien, I heard that you and because somebody told me this. I heard that you and Halle Berry have been having a torrid affair.
Damn.
You know,
Come out.
I heard that you're not really Australian. You're from you're from the UK. You're from somewhere in Manchester. It's a rumor. It's something I just made up, pulled out of my own ass right now. None of that is true.
Yeah.
I don't know about the Halle Berry part. That could be true. I don't know what you do in your personal life.
I agree with Billy the Kidster, and I agree with a lot of you in the comment section. It would be very educational for you guys to be able to see the courtroom. The judge is actually very, very nice. He's very, very fair. I have no issue with the judge whatsoever. Scott Wiederman is
Until you lose, and then you're saying
he likes to engage in ad hominem attacks, so I'm going to engage in that behavior as well. He likes to bring up things that are completely irrelevant and try and destroy my character, and that has nothing to do with anything. I'm obviously Melbourne Mayor Paul Alfrey is, a POS in my opinion. I got to get like Afro Man. I'm going to do a reaction to the whole Afro Man like saga, but I maybe I'll just do it for my members, but or Patreon. But it's just I gotta like make like maybe a music video about Paul Alfred, like a parody. I think that'd be funny.
Oh, so you're
but by the way, Mayor,
Afro Man, come on,
that's my city now. You're lucky you can't run again. I would have loved to run against you. I would have moved down here to Melbourne and run against you. But and also I want to show you guys.
Well, what happened to the you're gonna run for the 1st District of New York,
Yeah.
or you're saying you're not getting political, but yet you say that you're gonna run for a congressional seat. Now you're saying that you would run for mayor. That sounds like you're getting political. I mean, that's what it sounds like to me. Damien?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Just saying.
He's politically impotent.
I think I actually do want him to run for office. I do.
I want to recount.
No, I want him to run for a political office for one reason. So I could audit him.
Yeah.
I want him to become like a mayor or a city councilman. So when they do a city meeting, I would go there and just dress up like him,
Yeah.
audit him, call
Take a
him my
trans-
public servant.
Yeah, take a transcript from one of his old videos and just basically say everything that he said.
I would, I would flip the script on him. I would do that. And what would he try to silence my freedom of speech?
Probably.
That would show that's the true showing right there. That's the real proof. If he was really about the First Amendment and free speech, would you try to silence somebody who is critiquing you? Would he try to silence my videos, my live streams? I'm just saying I want him to run so I can do it.
Something too, really quick before I get out of here. I'm making these shirts and I'm going to be selling them for a very good price online. Let's take a look. Where is it? Very good price. And let me know what you think about this design right here. It says, "Stop robbing Peter to pay Paul." Space Coast Habitat for Corruption, Mayor's Roofing Company, $1 gazillion, expose government corruption. Do you see that? Expose government corruption, $1 gazillion, Mayor's Roofing Company, Space Coast Habitat for Corruption.
Really, Sean? Really?
Stop robbing Peter to pay Paul. Paul Alfrey. This is a different Paul, but it's a different Paul. It's a saying. Stop robbing Peter to pay Paul. And by the way, that's satire and political commentary. I know you. Listen, my personal opinion is that Scott Wiederman is trying to get all the billing hours he can. In my experience, that's what lawyers do, right? Lawyers try and get as many billing hours.
So
as they
is that what you're saying about your own legal team right now? That represents the New York
tens
case?
of thousands of dollars, and
That you're
whether
paying
they
for?
win or lose, the lawyer makes money. So it is. No, I understand the of concerning. So I
Is that
already
what
put that in my
you're saying about your
lawsuit.
legal
Maybe I'll
team
go over
for
my
the
lawsuit with you guys.
Leahy
But
case?
the of concerning, because he's obviously representing, it's any reasonable person would say that he's talking about me, an out-of-state New York YouTuber who went to a meeting. Obviously that's me. So that's not really the issue. And then I don't have to necessarily prove damages because it's per se definition. He accused me of committing a crime, felony. So again, we'll get to that. But my revenue has gone down since this happened. That's true. My revenue has gone down. So, I haven't gotten as many sponsors. Nobody, why would somebody want to work with somebody who sends mayor's death threats, right? I would love to settle this case with the mayor. So, Paul Alfrey, if you are amenable to a settlement, maybe like a public apology, I've spent a lot of money on some, on flights to come down here. So,
You wouldn't
Boo-hoo.
you wouldn't have to file. If you didn't file the lawsuit, you wouldn't have to pay for flights down there. If you didn't file the lawsuit, you wouldn't have to pay the filing fees. Okay? You chose to do that.
Yep.
It's no different than going to the store and picking a Coke over a Pepsi. You chose Coke, not a Pepsi. You chose to do this. And you keep saying this. I would love to have a chance to talk to him. Just get him on here, do a live stream. I would have a neutral party to make sure it doesn't get out of hand. And I would love just to have him on here and talk to him about this stuff, because I know he's lying about his money being down. I know it.
And I say yes, Michael, he did.
Because he keeps saying, "Oh, well, my money's down. You have 1 million plus subscribers. You probably have a higher RPM than me. I'll be honest. I make about right now, maybe about $8 per 1,000 views on a video. That's not a lot. But I'm willing to bet he makes more than me per 1,000 views.
Mm.
And I'm willing to bet he probably is somewhere close to 15 to 20,000, not 15 to 20,000, but $15 to $20 per 1,000 views on his static videos. You know, getting hundreds of thousands of views.
Yep.
You're probably breaking. I've done the math. I've added up his videos based off my RPM. In December of last year, he brought in almost $60,000 for a month's worth of videos.
Yeah.
He brought in another off his RPM because RPMs go up, you know, for lives and static videos. Your lives are always going to be a higher. And at the time, mine were like $12. He had more in thousands of views on that, putting it like close to another 70. So he was almost making like $100,000 that month. $100,000. Okay. And you're losing money. That's not counting for, you know, sponsorships. That's not counting super chats, direct donations, GoFundMe's, none of that. That's just from YouTube. And that's just one channel because he has two. He has the Long Island Audit Clips, which also brings in almost hundreds of thousands of views per video.
Yep.
So you have if you can't live on $100,000 a month, what are you spending that money on? like you have to be pissing the money away. You have to be having some bad investments or something.
But we could talk about it. Stop paying Scott Wiederman all this money, man. You're gonna end up paying him more than I would want from you, right? Just do the right thing, Mayor. You know, apologize is the most important thing. So I'm amenable. Shoot me a message, a DM, whatever you need. But I really appreciate all you guys. I love you guys' support. Thank you so much. Got a video dropping tomorrow, 10 a.m. Have a booking link if you want to book a call with me. There's going to be a calendar with times you can book calls with me if you wanted to talk about whatever, traffic stop, police corruption, local corruption. I can't give you attorney advice, legal advice, but I do know attorneys that I can put you in contact with. And, you know, a lot of people send me emails like, hey, Sean, can I talk to you on the phone? If you want to talk to me on the phone for 30 minutes, there's a booking link in the description below. But I appreciate you guys. Billy the Kid Sir, as always, man, you are the #1 supporter to the channel, and I appreciate you all.
All right, we're gonna
that are members
because it's him doing his outro.
Can we watch the Karen video
From last time?
please?
Send it to me. We'll play it. We'll end on the body cam. But yeah, I mean, one of my biggest pet peeves with him is he's always saying that he needs money. He needs the money. He needs people's money to fight these things. But when you're bringing in almost $1 million a year or $1 million a year, why take people's money like that, man? Why not send in the link in private chat, Davian?
Yep, done.
Okay, let me pull this up. All right, let me pull this up.
Stop acting up! Stop! Stop acting up! Stop! Stop! Stop!
On April 7th, 2023, officers received multiple 911 calls in regards to a highly intoxicated woman who was causing a major disturbance on a bridge.
I'm Officer Kenny. I'm with the St. Augustine. Okay, I'm with the St. Augustine Police Department. I don't have a problem with you. I don't know you. Right. I don't know your little boy here. Yes. Okay, but
I am being confronted, undocumented, for no reason. Like
I'm sorry. Can you 10-9?
St. Augustine is hit or miss, whether or not you hit evil or you hit good.
If things start rolling this way, just code 1, just because I'm in the middle of traffic holding everything up. So because of where we're at right now, what I'm just asking is if you and I can just have an adult conversation.
I'm always up for adult conversation.
All right. Would you prefer to walk that way? So
I would prefer to have documentation of your copies of record.
Okay.
Of the complaint.
Okay. Well, I've gotten 2 phone calls so far. Okay.
I would love documentation.
I can't provide that to you right now in the middle of the bridge.
Well,
Okay.
can you?
I'd be more than happy to get that to you. But what I'm wondering is, for our safety and for the vehicles.
Do you think we're unsafe right now on this?
Okay.
Solid
What here? I've got.
Well, there are out of
cussing
control
at me,
drivers that
you're-
hit those things all the time.
Yes.
How have I cussed at you?
Mm-hmm.
When have I cussed at you? Because I feel
You've been using the F word ever
Really?
since I got here. Is
Really?
there a problem?
Amy, I think you can fix
replay
it.
that?
Yes, I can, but not right now.
Because I haven't used that
Okay.
word at all.
Okay, sweetie, are you okay?
So you are the problem.
Okay.
Okay,
How's
so
it
get
going?
back in your pocket.
Calm down, Pelican.
I'm gonna recommend
I'm gonna
that
recommend that
you
back
get
up.
in your SUV because you are making shit up that is not happening.
1069 to pick
And
it
I
up.
will contact my lawyer.
Okay.
You cannot resist us.
Okay.
You want to be a cop right now? Go right ahead.
Yeah,
We will wait it out.
I'm thinking she's gonna fight. So
It's not a fight.
okay.
It's a ground.
Well, I mean, so here's
She was interfering with my opening.
yeah.
How
Okay. Sweetheart.
Ooh, what's that?
Sweetheart,
Ooh.
are you okay? You're not okay. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Is that documented for court? Is that documented for court? Is it documented for court? Because that's what we're talking about.
And bro.
We're gonna put you in
And
handcuffs.
that's how mommy got a court date, son.
Are we just going to talk?
We'll get there.
We're detaining you right now. Okay.
That's fine.
We're gonna get out of all these nice people's ways. We're gonna talk to your little boy, see why
You
he's so
sure that
upset.
everybody on this bridge is nice? You vetted them? You sure they're not?
No, you're absolutely right. Maybe they are.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
But ever since we've been talking, you've been cussing at me.
No, I have not.
Yes, you have.
Please
No, we're
review the tape.
Oh, I
because
don't
that's
need to
not
review
true.
it. There's one of us that's not drunk here, and it's me.
I am not drunk.
Okay.
Burn.
I am buzzed and I am happy and I've been enjoying my day.
So you admit
And I
that
have
you've been
not
drinking in
cussed at you
public.
once.
Okay,
Want to
wonderful.
get down
Please
here? We can get off.
replay
Let's get
the
off
tape.
the bridge. If you, yes.
Replay the tape right now before we leave. Stay still.
I'll let him get in front with me.
Okay.
Stay
Perfect.
still
Thank you.
before we
over for me.
replay the
Could you
tape.
step over for me?
Because I have not
Head
cussed
step
Yeah.
over.
Come on.
until you admit that I have not cussed at you once. I'm not doing
Please.
that.
Can you
No,
please just-
So
no, I'm
you're
not.
now passively resisting. Great.
I'm not going nowhere.
Just don't kiss me, okay?
This is Florida, so that'd be resisting without
I'm
violence.
not going to.
I'm a nice guy. You don't want to.
Are you? Well, she's
It's
not
not-
a nice girl. She's a corrupt cop. Do you understand?
Here, stand her
Of
up.
course.
Folly molests.
Okay.
All
Nice,
the
Shuggy.
time.
Go, just
Piece of
step
shit.
in.
You, no, I'm not stepping into the fucking truck for no fucking reason. Why?
Shuggy.
Stop me. No. I'm
Come on,
not.
please.
No.
Please.
You have to tell me why I am being arrested.
Get up.
First,
Just
you
arrest
have to
yourself.
read me my Miranda rights.
Not
You can't
necessarily. You're just being
somebody
detained.
and
You're not under
be
arrest, so they
arrested
don't have to read you
for
your rights
no
just that
fucking
moment.
reason.
You're not
I
being
will
questioned either. So.
I want you piece of shit.
Oh, girl.
You will pay for this. You will go to fucking hell.
Have you ever noticed that?
I will piece of shit.
Seriously, have you
Well-
ever noticed whenever they show a ProGuard vehicle, like there's ProGuard in it, that there's always a wild arrest to it? I am being 100% serious. Like I watched the captain on the
Yeah.
nightcap, and he's got that gift package from ProGuard. But every time we see ProGuard, it's always a wild arrest. It's like you see it, and you're like, "Oh, I'm in for a good show.
Yep.
Something wild's gonna happen." And here comes the holler.
I'm sorry, buddy. Hey, she's okay. Okay, just push in the car. Will you come over here with me? Watch your step up there, okay?
I feel bad for that kid.
I,
Papa 2999 St. John's. Show one detained. She's gonna be in that with my vehicle. You can clear everyone off the bridge.
Hey, Carrie Ann, hold on 1 second. Oh. Open your front door. Open your front door.
She's in the front.
How the hell? And she slipped the cuffs.
She tried to take off with the car.
I'll try to car. Go on the ground.
She's out of the cuffs.
Through the guard and tried to take the car.
You see what I'm saying? Every time you see Pro Guard, wild arrest.
3 foot girl. Walking across the bridge. You.
You got her, Zach.
Zach, you've got handcuffs.
I have to. I have to do it. I'm contractually obligated by law to do this.
Do it.
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
It jumped up a notch.
It did, didn't it?
Yeah, good luck. Getting them together. The bitches.
Her legs.
Get
her hand.
Sorry. Yeah, why are you you know this is on the car, right?
Her hands are good.
Gonna look at me. God, you guys are
Julie, grab the shackles.
I think she pissed herself.
Your shit stinks so bad. It's so fucking garbage.
How did she get out of the cuffs?
It's so fucking garbage.
Those were double locked.
I'm so corrupt. You are. And you just took my baby from me.
Ma'am, your baby needed to be taken from you. You are a danger to him.
Yes, I will resist.
Get in the car. Get these on.
Fuck the police.
Yes.
The corrupt police that you are. You are out. Oh, every mother.
I hope the grandparents don't do that kid. I really do. He does not need to be influenced by her.
She's got me wrapped around her. Get off me!
Like, really?
Get off me!
We need to get her shackled.
What is her deal?
Yeah, what is all this deal? What is this deal?
We got her secured.
Because I
got her.
told you the truth?
What's going on?
Because I'm a whistleblower?
Oh, she's got battery on Leo. I know that much. And disorderly conduct. She's wrapped around my leg cap.
Get her up.
Oh, leg lock.
Let go of his leg.
Let go of his leg.
No, tell him to let go of me.
Get off my leg.
Right there. Hold on.
I will trade one life for another.
Okay, now that's another charge right there. And that is a cute female cop there.
Yeah.
I can't wait for you.
She needs to be hobbled
I
and
will
placed in that car. We can't
Oh,
lift her up.
wow, she cut him.
He's
Yeah,
bleeding.
cut up the neck. It's definitely going to be a battery on Leo.
Hey, if you deliberately piss yourself,
Where's Embry?
is that a charge?
It could be. Let me pause it real quick. It could be assault with the biological biohazardous weapon. Similar to the same thing if you spit on them.
Yeah.
It's a felony charge. But I don't think she did it intentionally to do it to them. I just think she just pissed herself.
We pick her up on all four sides and we'll just throw her in there.
Yes.
Someone grab the legs, two of us
Yes.
grab the front, and we'll just throw her in there.
Can we get this wrapped around her?
The
Even if you have
power
to
of
tie it up
White
more.
Claw.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear. Why?
Yo, dirty ass feet.
I'm treated like a animal in the first place. There hasn't even been an exchange of conversation.
We check her while she's down. You search her.
God, I cannot wait till Morgan and Morgan.
Oh, she's gonna get Morgan and Morgan on them. Hey, if anybody's listening to Morgan and Morgan, I would love to be sponsored by you guys. I remember your commercials as a kid. Like, I remember John Morgan with the jet black hair, and that fake blue suit he had. Oh, it was clean looking.
You can't force me. Do whatever the fuck I want.
She got the press again.
Oh,
She's
you're
out of the
feeling
cuffs
real
again.
good, aren't you? I'm already detained, you pervert.
You want to kick me in the face one more time?
Oh, you want to detain me for no?
Okay, got more sold on the
Stop
wheel.
hitting me.
Oh,
She's
yeah,
her
stop
beanie.
detaining me for
Can you
some
grab my glasses?
reason. Pervert.
How the hell is she getting out of
Sit
the
at the
cuffs so
handcuff.
easily?
What?
She slipped out the handcuff.
Oh, back.
Double kick.
Okay, you need to
Get the
pepper
handcuff
spray
on her
her,
hand.
taser, or something.
Get the handcuff on her hand.
Tranquilizer.
Yeah, what is this for? Oh,
We're
oh
gonna have
my
to dump her
God.
out. We're gonna have to dump her.
Going
Wyatt
on
Hey, grab my
fix
glasses and shit right there.
We're gonna have to dump her back out.
She needs to
Grab
be.
her leg.
Burrito.
She can only
Oh,
kick us from here. Grab the shackles.
Grab her legs. Grab her shackles for what?
You got that on?
Because you don't know what to do with an unbounded soul. One that can't be bought.
You know what? I think I know what she's gonna say when she goes to court.
I do not recognize the authority of a court that hangs the gold fringed flag. A flag with gilded edges is the flag of an admiralty court. An admiralty court signifies a naval court martial. I cannot be court martialed twice. That is all.
Could you not see her saying that?
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
What?
It was perfect too.
What?
She's not shackled.
You are not.
She's shackled, but her hands.
What? Her hands. Feet are out.
Yeah.
You fucking
No,
nuts.
they're not.
I got
It is fucking so hard. Now you
I got it.
sold your souls of America. What? A drop-in interaction?
No.
For what?
I thought this is America.
Recorded. And the shit that you were saying
Is my hat over there?
is not true. Bitch, I cannot wait. Right.
Got it?
Wow. Trapping it in the door to keep it flying.
$78 fell out of her pocket. She's gonna need. The kid's gonna fucking need it.
No, it's
Yeah, the kid is
What
going
you
to
for right
need it.
now?
Thank you. Can you call back in or meet me down there or
Yeah, I
meet with one of the officers so we can get your information? Yeah.
My son has a witness.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
We're not good, you piece of shit.
And she's out in the cuffs again.
Stop acting up. Stop. Stop acting up.
I'm gonna
They need a rapper.
out of the way.
Stop.
For
Let
no
go.
reason.
Stop.
Let go.
You
Let go.
stop, you piece of shit.
I got this arm. You got that arm?
Yeah.
Oh, you got that? Oh, you're so
He
strong.
needs a burrito.
Sliding out of these things.
Oh, you're so strong.
Tight as you can. We'll double
Oh, you're
handcuff.
so strong. Why am I being arrested again and treated like a animal?
Double handcuff.
Well, you assaulted three officers, possibly drunk in public.
And you guys don't know what to do with the unbounded
Should I go
soul.
on?
You're like,
Disorderly
oh,
conduct,
you don't know what to do with her.
resisting.
And she's gonna see the out of us and our families over. And that's her livelihood.
I love this.
Well, that's your f***ing karma. You f***ing piece of shit.
We'll have to call you for sure.
I'm just going straight to the jail.
Close the damn
How
divider
the she
again.
keeps slipping those handcuffs?
Colin, you go on in the house.
Hey, Colin, it was nice to meet you, sir.
Thank you.
Poor kid. So apparently she just had too much to drink. He said, we didn't know about this, but apparently she was thrown out of a bar because she wanted to-go drinks, and clearly she's had too much to drink, and she was on the bridge, and I guess he said that she was giving people the finger and cussing at people and screaming. And then our officer got out with her, was trying to get her to move along, and she just wasn't having it.
Did they take her to the hospital?
She's going to jail. Well, today she's going to jail,
Okay.
unfortunately. It was just way too much. So we couldn't get her to get off the bridge. We had to put her in handcuffs. We went to put her in the back of the car. When we put her, I had to pick up her feet and set her in there. But then when I was trying to get him, she managed to crawl through a tiny little area. And I don't know if she was trying to drive off in the car or not, but she got into the front. And then she really started resisting. I guess she got the cuffs in front of her and I'm sure the alcohol doesn't help.
No, you're not supposed to. No drugs, no drinking. Where was he?
With her, sitting there crying on the bridge. It was
The
not
312 bridge?
No, ma'am. Bridge Alliance.
Okay.
I'm sorry. My name's Brandon Embry.
Lori, I'm Grandma.
Nice to meet you.
Actually, I just talked to an officer this morning because I was Officer Whitehead with the sheriff's
Sheriff's
department.
office, yeah.
Because I was concerned.
His dad used to work with us.
I haven't heard from her.
Yeah.
And I was concerned for his safety, and I didn't know where she was
He
living.
was crying. He said, I'm tired of living with my mom. I don't want to live with her anymore. And, he was the level-headed one at first, trying to get her to calm down and everything, but he's calmed down a lot.
For that kid.
They were having to, try to get her under control, and I just put him in the car and backed off the bridge and headed over here. But she's okay. She's not hurt. They finally got her back secured in the car, and they're headed to the jail with her. Sorry, I don't come with good news.
Oh, anytime. Can I get the dog? Is there?
Yeah. So she's probably got the key, but what you'll have to do is just go over there and let them know that.
I don't even know where she was.
It's the hotel. Now this is what I'm getting from him only. It's the hotel next to the British pub with the circle windows and the lifted up pool just before the Bridge Alliance.
Is it on the left or right?
It's on the left. So if you're headed towards town, on the left-hand side, there's a hotel, and it's got a pool that's lifted up. It's got the port windows.
Okay.
That's where he said they're staying. So, and he seems like he's got a pretty good handle on his way around. He got me over here. So, I think he'll be able to point that out.
No, I don't.
If you just let the management know that there's a dog in the room.
I think there's a South Florida.
They may not let you take much of anything else, but you could always call and ask for us to do a standby when you get over there.
That's central, but I've never been.
He's probably going to need some clothes and shoes and things like that.
Yes.
So
been
just
to
let
the
us know
South?
if they give you any issues. You can always just have us come over there and stand by and say, hey, look, they're going to let you take the dog. They're not going to want the dog.
That was wild enough. I didn't need to go to where it was even.
But if there's anything else we can do, just let us know.
Okay.
She'll.
Do you have a card?
I do. I put my cell on there just in case you need it. If you can read my chicken scratch.
I can.
Or if you want to call me, you go grab a drink at the pub.
Yes, ma'am. It's 9:04. I said, where's your dad? He goes, I don't have one. I said, me neither. You're in good company. I don't have one either. I've never met him.
We know his grandma. This is where he lives. He lives here.
He does?
This is her physical address, yes.
Okay, good.
But she just left and took him, and they said there's nothing I can do because she has sole custody.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Well, not much for
And
any
it
longer,
is.
man. I'm
Sooner or
telling you
later it
that.
blows up, and
Well, and he said, he's like, well, I hope, she's out of jail by the time of her vacation. And I said, when's your vacation? He said, it's like next month. And I'm like, oh yeah, she'll be out long before
she's not
then.
going. Anyway,
Well,
she's not invited.
so what he's hoping is the same as me, that maybe somebody will help her to get some help.
Trying.
And I hope that's exactly what happens. So
Thank you so much.
yes, ma'am. If you need anything, feel free to call.
Go get the restraint chair.
She's definitely resisting with Zach. She battered. She also battered me. What happened?
You got marks on you.
She was kicking me in the head.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not actually handcuffs.
She's definitely resisting with violence. She was kicking all of us, yeah, I got some of her.
Resisting with violence and battery on Leo.
Right.
Me in the ass before you leave me with her.
In case you were wondering, she's asking you to f her in the ass before you leave. She wants you to f That's what she's saying. I'm not going to condone that kind of behavior. What?
She was peeing on Zach. So
I think she
told him
was-
to go to the station because whenever she had his leg in between her leg.
Yeah.
I was in the car and I could see like Aaron come down.
Yeah.
And going all over his ass.
Yep.
I was like, dude, go.
He's got cuts on his head too.
Yeah.
She was a squirmy little thing.
I mean,
When I heard you scream, "Get out of the car!" There's no lock. There's no lock on
Yeah,
that.
I was standing over there.
And here comes a woman next to
literally
my
saw
gun.
her like a damn like a eel through the fucking partition. I was like,
Oh my god! That Cab, that scares the f out of me.
we'll fix that.
Yeah. But that came out of nowhere. But the thing is, like, my immediate approach to her was, "You, what the f do you want? You can't talk to my kid." I'm asking her, I said, "Can you walk down off the
I'm
bridge
just
so we can talk
wondering
about
if
this?
drugs
Show
were
me the
involved.
reports, bitch." Just right away. And
Like,
then
is
she
this
got,
drugs?
as
Is
I
this
tried to come
alcohol?
over to get out of the
Alcohol?
roadway, she got right in my
Jesus,
face.
wow.
And it was like, okay, she's going to have to go in handcuffs, Go ahead. So we get a call about a very belligerent person screaming at her kid on the bridge. We end up getting multiple calls. I show up, I try to talk to her immediately. She's like, "You did, So her little boy's crying on the ground. So I go to climb over to talk to him. She gets right in my face. We decide, okay, my backup's there. We're going to put her in handcuffs. Immediately starts resisting. We get her in handcuffs. We get her in the back. She gets out of the handcuffs and climbs through my partition, which does not have a lock on it. She's news to me. Then she fights through up front. Yep, she climbs through up front. She's in the front of my car. So we pull her back out. We get her back into handcuffs. We shackle her. We try to hobble her. She gets out of all of that. She's a squirmy little thing. She's squirmy and she's very feisty. She deliberately urinated on one of my officers, and
like I said, they might hit her with the
he
charge
got
of
kicked in the head a couple of
assault
times.
with biohazard.
I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet, but she is a doll. Where's the kid? Thank God, at home with grandma. Yeah, I haven't gotten really. I just found her ID, so because basically, I haven't. They said she's listed multiple times, so I imagine. But she is saying she's saying when the handcuffs come off, me specifically is going to get one between the eyes, but I don't know how she's going to feel about you guys.
Take the fucking cuffs off my feet now.
No.
What nurse?
Resist arrest, battery, disorderly.
Resist with violence, battery on Leo, disorderly conduct.
I believe Michael was asking because this was 2023 if there was an update, but I'm not sure how we'd find that out.
You would probably need to go to the court records. You would need her name, pull up the court records, and find out what she would be adjudicated as or under. I know Florida's got one of the best and most open transparency when it comes to public records because of the Sunshine Law. But I don't know how we would actually get the records without. We would need name. We can't just list the incident that way. I mean, we probably could, but that wouldn't give us all the information we need because they could more than likely redact the last name. Like anything that could be, identifiable. But we've been going for about 2 hours, and Damien, thank you for joining me tonight or this evening.
Always a pleasure.
If you guys enjoyed this, please leave a like and a comment. I greatly appreciate you guys stopping by, and you all have a good one. We'll see you next time.